Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, and I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of Reserved Seats. Yes, tonight, I control the vertical, I control the horizontal. So if things are looking a little bit differently depending on which stream you're watching, fear not, that's perfectly normal. I want to say hello to everyone currently joining us on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I want to thank everyone who may be lurking, which is perfectly fine. You don't have to engage with the chat. Just as long as you enjoy the show, hit the like, share out the stream, all that good stuff. Do all the clicky and algorithmically inclined things. I want to say hello to some people who have joined us here in the chat. Matt Sheetwood, good to see you, sir. Bringing the Geeky Geezers raid, Natters Network. And of course, Troy Pacelli. Accounting Sheep has joined us. Faithful Blue Wrench channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's Connie Cleary. All right. My guest for this evening is patiently waiting backstage, so I'll bring him out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Northern Oklahoma, the tired midnight blogger himself, Curtis Selby.
All right, Mr. Waltz, I cannot stay on the line with you. I've got a blog going on. Just understand that we are opening more Leering centers no matter what happens. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye, Mr. Waltz. Yeah, deleted. Yeah, hi.
Yeah,
How you
hey.
doing?
Oh, yeah, can't complain.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah. Sorry, I hope you didn't catch too much of that. I was just on the phone with one of my major contributors.
Oh, I
So
see. Yeah.
yes. So
And
so
is that strictly speaking illegal?
uh yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
It
Good,
is
good, good.
totally totally legal. That's why we call them leering centers. They're legal. Yes.
Yes.
All right, now that I've ruined the stream. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, I can. Sorry. I can do that very well on my own, very clearly. So.
But T for two and two for T.
It's going to be that kind of show here tonight, folks.
I don't know about you, but I run a totally professional thing. Um, like I say, I get lots of funding from Minnesotans.
Mm-hmm.
Governor Walz has been very kind to establish me as 20 different Leering centers. So now, of course, I have to funnel 20% of my profits to certain organizations, but it's pretty lucrative. So I'm doing real right. I'm doing really well.
Then, of course, there are the The overseas counts, correct?
Nobody knows about them. How did you find out? Doggone it! Now I
Oh,
got
yeah.
to talk to my friends in the Mossad.
Oh, jeez. I have
You know, it turns
to.
out.
I have to do a Waldheimlich and cough up an account number. And where did I get all of this artwork from 1939 to 1945?
We have so many Austrian and French artworks. I do not know and understand why. For 20 million francs, you can have your crown jewels back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and remember, these are the people who are on the right side of history.
Troy Pacelli, don't worry about who finds out. This DOJ will investigate but never prosecute. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you know, I used to worry about my escapades on Epstein Island, but nowadays I'm figuring, yeah, they're never gonna prosecute, never will. And Matt Cheatwood, damn it, Jim, I can only like the stream so many times. Oh, God bless you, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, so as you probably know, I've backed off majorly from streaming, but I don't really want to. It's something that's kind of more or less been forced on me. Uh, and side note, Troy Pacelli, no, oh no, pay to play Blondie will prostitute. I think you misspelled that, or maybe you didn't.
Yeah. So, is it YouTube that's giving you static, or what's the story?
Well, YouTube gives me a little bit of static, but that's not really the main thing. The main thing is I have a I put it in the beginning of my description. I did that at the time because I foresaw with my prophetic powers. Uh, and Troy says, "Nope, I meant what I said." What chronic fatigue syndrome is something. It's like it says, it's chronic. It may
Mhm.
take a rest for 5 or 10 years, but it usually does come back at some point. Um, it's very mysterious thing. There's been a lot of controversy about it. A lot of government finagling. Our good friend Anthony Fauci has had his finger in research on it, and his finger has done nothing but put back research by about 20 years. So it's a bizarre thing. It's hard to for me. It's actually impossible to understand, even though I experience it and I at least have a name for what it is now. It still is nonsensical about how it works, why it happens. Um, it's basically here. I will refer to my notes that I looked up on Grok because I'm just that official.
Mhm.
Its scientific name is myalgic encephalomyelitis. That's a mouthful. Please
Mhm.
understand, I'm not a doctor, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. And I'm also not subscribing anything or prescribing anything or perspiring in any way. It's a serious long-term biological illness that affects multiple body systems, causes profound fatigue, and it's got that right. That fatigue is not relieved by rest, severely limits a person's ability to carry out everyday activities. Um, the way I experience it is when I'm having an episode, I may or may not sleep, but I will feel as if I haven't slept for days.
Hmm.
The condition is recognized by major health authorities like the CDC, who I trust in every way, and the Mayo Clinic, who does make good mayonnaise, as a legitimate medical disorder, not a psychological one. Fauci made a huge effort in the 2000s to make it a psychological thing because he just loves to do weird shit. So sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So there's the spiffy grok paragraph that I have to read. What have you got deleted? No, sorry.
I'm
You said you've
nervous
had a.
and I'm tense and my socks are too loose. No. Um,
Oh, Anthony Fauci has a drug for that.
oh, does
I'm
he?
teasing. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Okay.
This time,
This time.
but this time.
This time.
Um,
This one fucking time. Anyway.
oh God. One of the things that I've been doing all off and on is reading the real Anthony Fauci, which it doesn't necessarily have anything helpful for me on my symptoms, but it gives me a lot of really angsty, angry feelings to know that this and the coif and AIDS and certain cancers. He's done his level headed best to botch it up as much as he could.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fine. So,
Well, the thing that kind of the reason why I wanted to bring it up
yes,
was
sir.
it's kind of twofold. Um, and please understand that if I ask anything that gets too that hits on anything too personal,
I will just weep and
tell
cry.
yeah, don't worry, we don't have to talk about it. But uh, how old were you when you first passed gas? No, no,
To
uh,
my knowledge, I was 1 years old. I was
no.
this many.
Right. So, so the idea here is I'm not trying to dig into like your medical history or anything or kind of dox you in any way, but
Hillary
this
Clinton will get you.
oh I'm
Sorry.
sure she or somebody will at some point, yeah, but one of the reasons I wanted to ask is because I haven't really known anybody personally that's had to deal with chronic fatigue syndrome. So the thing that I wanted to ask, and if you think that this is something related to it, or if it could be something else, is I am somebody who, when I was younger, was always a bit of an insomniac.
Mm,
And
okay.
there was a time when I used to have trouble getting to sleep,
Yes.
no matter what I did,
Yes.
you know. And I had always thought that what led to me feeling so tired and so run down by the end of the day was the fact that, okay, you're not getting enough sleep.
Right.
So I was thinking into the opposite angle. But, now that I am older, I'm a little busier, I can manage my time a little bit better. I have work, I have this, I have whatever I do around the house, you know. So I have really no problem getting to sleep now. I just
Right.
now that my head hits the pillow or wherever,
A few minutes
boom,
later, you're asleep. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
out. And I either put on, Mystery Science Theater in the background, or
Yes.
one of those little, one of those, Blade Runner ambient music things, and there's a
Yes.
million of those, and I love them all. But I'll just put one of those on, and that's
And
it. I'm
out you
good.
go,
I'm out. But I don't wake up
feeling refreshed.
refreshed.
Right.
I feel I'm still tired when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Midday, I'm tired. In the
Mm-hmm.
evening, I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's just me getting older and I'm at that point where I don't bounce back from things as quickly, like illness or injury or anything like that.
Right
And that's
on.
to be expected. I am at a point in my life now that, my dad was when he started having his health issues.
Right. Right.
So it's kind of, okay, this is the time of life where if you're not taking as good a care of yourself as you should be, this is when it's going to start, you know, all of your bad deeds are going to start kicking in.
And then that is there's some at least a lot of truth to that. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, can't diagnose,
No.
but yeah, even in a so-called normal person, uh, yeah, age is going to lead to more tiredness, more fatigue, ceteris paribus, of course. Um, and I can't say, but I can absolutely understand your questioning about it because, ironically, I had, and frankly, a lot of people with chronic fatigue have this. Uh, at least from the research that I've been able to do on it, a lot of people with chronic fatigue either have had or currently have insomnia at some point. There's a huge correlation with that. Um, one of the doctors that I most trust on YouTube, I wish I could remember his name. Um, he in fact doesn't even diagnose chronic fatigue if you don't have insomnia. So he would tell you, I believe, maybe I shouldn't put words in his mouth, but at least from what I've seen of his stuff, he would say you absolutely don't have it because you're able to sleep. Uh,
Huh.
I know other doctors, including the one that diagnosed me, who would disagree with that statement. Um, but the long and the short of it is that you either have insomnia or you get no refreshment from your sleep most of the time. Um, the I know that the one of the first things that most of these treatments will try to do is to get you to have sleep, get you to have refreshing sleep if you need one. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just relaying what I've seen and what I've been told. They'll put you on a CPAP machine, which I'll be blunt. Since I've moved here, I have not used it once, and that's probably b- baldly stupid. But I did find when I was using it that my sleep was more refreshing. My lame excuse is I hate feeling like Darth Vader right before I go to sleep. But the truth is, it can be very helpful. And then there's certain hormone treatments, there's vitamins, there's the obvious stuff like eat a good diet, whatever a good diet is, and get moderate amounts of refreshment. But the trouble, refreshment, yes, refreshments for everyone. Moderate
Hey.
amounts of exercise. Um, but the funny thing is, the primary symptom is the profound fatigue, and I don't know how to explain it it sounds like you may understand it, but if you haven't had it, you you can't hardly understand. It's like trying to walk through water. It's like everything you do is 20 times harder to do. And that one of the confusing things is at least with me, different people have it in different ways, but with me, it's not something that's going to last forever. If I can just be patient, it's going to come to an end, but it will come back too. But one of the things that I did not know about it until the last couple of years is the symptom of post exertional malaise. Now, everybody's a little bit tired when they work out, but they also usually have this feeling of endorphins, this kind of a euphoria. When I'm in the bout of fatigue, I don't get that euphoria. I just get this overwhelming feeling of exhaustion. And so I actually have, I, I hate it, but I have to be careful about working out because if I overdo it, it can bring on the bout, and it's really exasperating. It is terribly exasperating. Um, People in the chat here talking about some of these things. Connie Cleary's been there, done that. Uh, Troy Pacelli is talking about sleep apnea, which there's definitely correlations. Whether they're one and the same, there's definitely some correlations with that. Tim is wearing his CPAP right now. Good on you.
And hello, Tim.
And and Troy Pacelli asked RFK Jr. about what a good diet is. I would honestly believe him over a lot of doctors. That guy's jacked.
Yeah.
So,
And hello also to Boomer for joining us. Hello.
Boomer, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the Talk on Tiredness, the dazzling and scintillating conversation that will cause everyone to be sleepy. We could do an ASMR. We could put everyone to sleep here.
Yes. Go to sleep.
Chronic fatigue syndrome.
Chronic fatigue syndrome.
It has unrefreshing sleep.
Coming
Sleep in
soon to a
holes.
theater near you. Directed by David Cronenberg, rated R. Coming this winter. Yes.
You will listen, and this, if you play it backwards, it will tell you that Paul is dead. Or something like that.
Rewind, Freddy's the devil. Rewind, Freddy's the devil.
There was a Christian group that had a backmasked thing. It was very
Uh-huh.
obviously backmasked because it was nonsense. It didn't make sounds at all other than the nonsense. But if you played it backward, they were talking in this really lame Scottish brogue, saying, "Why are you looking for the devil when you should be looking for the Lord?" And I've always thought that was really brilliant. But anyway. And then the other major thing is the lovely cognitive impairment, the brain fog. So before I had it, I was sharp as a tack. I hardly ever forgot anything. I remembered names, I remembered numbers, I remembered. I mean, I was a freaking National Merit Scholar. Now I'm lucky. I mean, I'm exaggerating here, but I'm lucky if I can spell cat anymore. It's, you know, RFK, that was the guy who went to the So I can't even think. See, I'm having a moment now. I can't even think of a good joke. But so, what is your tiredness like? I mean, if you don't mind me asking there.
It's just like genuinely feeling run down,
Mm-hmm.
you know, feeling slow. It's like I know what I want and need to do, but my body is always stopping me,
Yeah,
you know. And a lot of the
always
time
slowing you
it's
down.
telling me sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Just go home and go to
Mm-hmm.
sleep. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
cannot go home and go to sleep. I've work to do,
Nope.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see what's going on. The chat's cranking here at the moment.
It is.
Tim got a sleep study done twice, once in 2022, once in 2025.
Uh-huh.
In under 1 hour, I'm 44 on the East Coast. I'm not sure I understood that one.
No.
Oh, your birthday is coming up. That's right.
Oh,
Happy birthday to Tim. He is really slim. He quotes Monty Python, and his name some call Tim. That's all I got. I panicked. Accounting sheep. I thought I was the only one usually making everyone feel sleepy. Connie Cleary has sleep apnea. She's on a CPAP with an oxygen generator at night. A former smoker with a couple things that are attached to it. Right on.
yeah.
My dad was the smoker. He smoked 3 packs of Camels a day. John Ponterero is desperately trying to stay awake for Doctor Who. No, John, you will
Don't worry.
sleep.
We'll get you there. Yeah.
You will sleep, and then you will send us your debit card and PIN number. Matt Cheatwood.
Today's winning numbers 16,
Our
20.
BR 549. Sorry. 8675309. Gosh, that would be amazing if those were ever the winning numbers. Matt Cheatwood thinks a lot can be learned about diet and exercise from the Amish and other
Oh,
so-called primitive
oh
cultures. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Tim makes a great statement here. If you need sleep, Curtis, watch the Castle of Fu Manchu.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I finally watched that recently. I've watched a lot of Mystery Science Theater, but for some reason
Right?
I never got to the Castle of Fu Manchu.
Oh my God.
I watched it recently. He's right. I couldn't stay awake for 20 minutes of it, but
No.
I did keep waking up. But like I caught the first and last 20 minutes of it. And wow. uh
That's why I always say people like, well, that movie was terrible. I go, worse than the Castle of Fu Manchu.
it is kind of a standard, isn't it? Um um it's like the mad scientists say in the last 20 minutes. My hat's off to them for even being able to riff it because it's like so bad. And to me, those are the movies that are truly, truly bad
Yeah.
when it's even hard work to make fun of them. Like, 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 like a Neil Breen movie. It's kind of on the border of it
Mhm.
because about half of a Neil Breen movie is easy to make fun of. That's the only
Mhm.
real reason to watch it, other than the side boobs. But anyway, I
Mhm.
digressed.
Well, yeah.
I digress. The other half of the movie though will be so dry that I I can see why people have done reviews of it, but I have yet to see an actual riff of it because it's just a bunch of long, drawn out, slow stuff. And so if you want to know what chronic fatigue is like, take a Neil Breen, or no, actually just watch The Castle of Fu Manchu, and
Uh-huh.
you'll know what it's like then. Connie Cleary says that he is way worse than I am. I'm not sure who you mean, Connie, but I'm sure you're right. John Ponterero says the weather forecast is tiring. Connie Cleary is laughing at our jokes, which is good because I'd rather they laughed at our jokes as, fell asleep. Troy Picella used to smoke camels, but then this weird fish started yelling at me to get away from his girlfriend and something about the Anunnaki.
Seek help, please.
Okay.
We need you for the shows tomorrow.
That
You
guy
may
is
have
who I
been doing this.
wanted to be. I wanted to be that guy. And he actually pulled it off. He is that guy. He talks about weird conspiracy theories to an animated fish. Damn it. Oh well. We got to come up with our own gigs.
Yeah.
John Potterero is saying howdy to Matt Cheatwood. Hope you're well. Everyone's saying howdy to each other. And Sergeant Garrett Medina.
Yes. Oh,
Evening,
Sarge?
evening. Connie Cleary. Oh, your
Yeah,
dad on
she's
smoking.
clarifying. Yeah.
Okay, she was smoking a pack of Winston Lights. Yeah, that's not nearly as bad as 3 packs of Camels. Uh, Troy Pacelli. Curtis wins. He got the reference. Yes. See, that's how you know I'm recovering from this last bout because I got that reference. In the middle of it, I would have said something more like, fish?
Uh,
Huh? I don't get
is that an X Files or
it.
I don't know.
Oh gosh, there's a lot of weird side symptoms too, and that makes it even more confusing. Like a lot of people have muscle or joint pain, which I've been lucky I don't have that. Uh, my mother had bad headaches. I'm pretty well convinced she had had it in her time. Uh, Sore throats, like just random and pointless sore throats, which I'll get those. Uh, Random and weird and often not lasting sensitivity to light, sound, smells, foods, medications, freaking bizarre flu-like symptoms, but with no, you do all these blood tests and there's nothing that they can find. They fluctuate, they come and go. Sometimes they worsen over time, sometimes they get better over time. I would say a third of people when they get it practically for life, but then another third only get, 2 or 3 bouts in their lifetime, and then another third will get bouts for 20 or 30 years, and then they're done and they're gone. Why some people have it for shorter periods of time, nobody knows. Nobody really even knows what causes it. They have some suspects, but uh, that third that I was talking about that have it for life are often so bad that they're housebound. They can't work. I've at least been able to work. I mean, it has impacted my work in the past. It's even lost me jobs in the past. But through most of my lifetime, I've been able to handle a job and do a good job. But often it will be like this last bout, I could do a good job at work, and then I was done. I got home, I crashed, I got up an embarrassing amount of time later, went back to work, did a good job, fell asleep again, did it again. And there's a ton of controversy about what causes it, what cures it. For a long time, there were a lot of people, including our lovely hero, Anthony Fauci, who said that it either didn't exist or was psychosomatic. And so doctors poo pooed it and basically treated the people who had it like they were just big dummies, you know. Um, since the coif has come out, it's turned out that so-called long coif, I hate even using that term, but you know what I mean.
Hmm.
It turns out that the long coif is extraordinarily like chronic fatigue syndrome. So much so that the the doctor that most people point to as the expert, and again, having a senior moment, can't remember his name, but he said that to him this was basically proof that chronic fatigue, at least in most cases, is a legit thing. Because if COVID is causing these symptoms, then who are we to say that there's not something else that was doing it in times past? So anyhow, wow, chat is just banging out here. Where are we
Yes. Hello to
at?
Outlaw Bill.
Outlaw Bill has the best well, maybe the second best reason other than James Bond marathon gymnastics with a blonde. Outlaw Bill, over 9 hours of play by play. I'm exhausted, triple header, wild card games. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, I was checking in over there from time to time, lurking. That's something
Lurking.
people don't realize that I do is I actually do lurk on a lot of shows. I certainly watch my share, and obviously I'm on a lot of shows on a lot of other channels, but you'd be surprised
What shows
kind of
you make it to
where
to
I
kind of
just
lurk?
might be. You know, I might not always say
So
anything, but
so you're kind of
yeah.
like Santa Claus. You're always watching, checking the list.
No, no, I do not want to be Santa Claus.
I want to be the Santa Claus from Violent Night. That would be
Oh,
pretty cool.
Nick 'em in the red.
Yes. Yes.
And there's supposed to be a second one of those coming out this year.
There is?
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what they need to do is a crossover with Mel Gibson,
Yeah.
the fat man and the Nick him in the red or whatever his name was.
Yep. He knows that you're not sleepy. It's just when you're awake. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I know this is off topic, but
I watch you while you sleep.
the horror. The horror cannot be contained. The first time we've got 20 minutes here, so I'll bring up one more little subset of it, and then probably start letting you wind down. But I first heard of chronic fatigue syndrome. I was actually researching my son's autism, and I found a book because that's me. I find books and read books, and books will save our lives. Don't you see? Don't you see? But just like Connie Cleary's saying there. But there was this incredibly spiffy looking book that had the rather something in the title was like autism autism, allergies, and chronic fatigue syndrome. And so I picked it up because I didn't know anything about chronic fatigue, even though I had it basically, but I'd never heard of it. But son had autism, so I read a few pages of that. But back then I was married. And my ex-wife did not like that I liked books because I've learned that some people just don't like that you like anything at all, you know.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the book, and then years later, ironically, it was 2019. It was June of 2019. I tried to find that book, and I would Google it, and this was about the time Google was starting to become insanely just it's like God has left the building. It had become incredibly unreliable. And so I found a different book instead, and I got it. And ironically, the very first chapter was talking about this Anthony Fauci fellow. I was like, I don't know, who's this guy? And then the whole rest of the book, it doesn't really have much to do with autism or chronic fatigue. It's a dialogue of this lady named Judy Mikovits. I know she's controversial, but she claims that Anthony Fauci and the other guy, I always want to call him Farella Head, but like one of the guys who was part of Fauci's junta during the AIDS epidemic was doing some research with this Mikovich lady, and then she did or said something wrong, so he had her fired, uh, and then had her arrested. And it was a whole great big deal. This was part of my journey into becoming a radical right wing kook because while I don't know if this story is all factual or not, it's documented, and therefore I could verify her version of the story may not be true, but the events that she's relating are all verifiable, or nearly all. I shouldn't say all. And I
So,
brought it up. Go ahead.
what did they have her arrested for?
For stealing government property.
Oh.
Yes, and at least according to her, and again, we every perp is innocent. We know that, but according to her, all she had done was taken home her lab notes.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know the truth of this, but again, according to her, lab notes are not government property. They're basically yours.
Right.
You made them, you did the work, so you can take them home. Well, she was arrested for that. But the irony is she was not charged. That's verifiable. And but they did put a picture of her as a arrested felon, whatever you want to call it, on in the article of Science magazine. That's verifiable. So just when the stuff started happening to our lovely orange person, whether you like him or not, I'd I'd already read this story. I'd already seen it, and I was like, that's a weird coincidence. That doesn't mean that one story's true or not. I don't know, but
Mhm.
it was just a very strange coincidence to me that similar MO, similar things. It just made me wonder what the heck. But where I'm going with this is I tried to tell one of my friends who used to be or is one of my liberal friends, and his only response to it was, "Oh, that just sounds crazy. I don't believe any of that." And that's, I guess I should be fine with that, but I'm like, you expect me to listen to your crazy crap, but my crazy crap, you don't need to listen to it. Okay. So, anyway, now that I filled 5 minutes with time you'll never get back, what have you got deleted? I'm not crazy.
Oh,
Take it back. I'm totally sane. I will prove it to you. I'm totally, totally sane.
well, it does seem. It does seem to me that the whole lawfare thing tends to kick in at that point. It's always odd to me that the people who keep talking about being tolerant and being inclusive in all this are always the first people to shut you out.
Yeah, and there are exceptions. There definitely are exceptions, but yeah, the people that I thought were the most tolerant and open-minded in my life basically just kind of, in my humble opinion, shut me out. And uh, I'm okay. But I've got other people who will listen to my crazy crap. But yeah, I just didn't expect it, and now I guess I've learned my lesson, and I will vet vet people's sanity with a little more clarity and continue on my merry way. Listen to more Alex Jones. I'm kidding. I've listened to
Well,
Alex Jones once since, like, the last time I listened to him was when Charlie Kirk was
mm,
unalived. He had this really elegant talk about him, and it really it was like, man, Alex Jones, when you sober up, you can be eloquent. But I promise I don't really listen to him, but he can be a guilty pleasure on a rare occasion.
mhm.
Matt Cheatwood, here's a crazy theory. The woke mind virus is just a symptom of the behavioral sink of the collapse in Mousetopia. That's an interesting thought. Deleted Earth, you familiar with the Mousetopia idea?
Hit me.
Okay, I'll try to be quick about it.
No,
Basically,
take
there
as
was a
much time as you need.
okay, there was a study done back in you'll may have to jog my COVID fog memory, Matt Cheatwood. I want to say it was the late '60s or early '70s. They basically wanted to know what happens to a population when the struggle to survive is virtually eliminated. So they put these mice in this great big ginormous thing, this enormous. It's what it kind of describes it as. It was the utopia for mice. Matt Cheatwood says multiple studies, and yes, it's not just one study. There were multiple studies that all had very similar, if not the same, results. Troy Pacelli says 1970 study by John B. Calhoun, and Troy studied it in Psych 101. It's funny because
Mhm.
I don't remember it ever being mentioned. What are they teaching us in these Oklahoma schools? Anyway, I learned about it from Matt Cheatwood. They built mouse paradises with no predators, no disease, unlimited food, water, and space. And what would happen is the populations would explode as you would expect them to. But at some point, even though there there was nothing predating or killing them off, or other than old age and natural causes, and there's no need to compete for resources, they would start showing certain signs of, I call it an insanity. Matt, you may have to remind me of all or maybe not all the details, but the major details. But it seems like the populations would divide up into different subsets. The females would, if I remember right, would start violently attacking the men. Yeah, Troy and Matt are both
Hmm.
sharing some of the things they remember. Behavioral sync, violence, and asexuality, maternal neglect. Yeah, the females would not. I mean, these are mammals, so they would completely neglect their young. There was a lot of social withdrawal from the males. Matt Cheatwood said they would always die out completely long before they ran out of room in the mazes or whatever they're, and there were similar behaviors every time. So I guess according to Matt, which he's done a lot of research on this, the results are almost always the same. You, I remember there were these mice called the beautiful ones. They were males that were just not interested in sexual activity at all. They would just groom themselves basically to death.
Hmm.
There were weird bands of violent male mice that would form kind of little mouse gangs and attack anyone and anything that wasn't part of their gang. Uh, those are the details I remember anyway. And Matt and I both kind of think, we wonder anyway, if maybe that's something that's going on with humanity. Maybe we're hitting that point. Well, I talked to one of my liberal friends about it, and his response was that we're not mice, and that is a legitimate statement, but not helpful because it was just one of those. This cuts off the conversation. There's no more to say.
Hmm.
Um, Sashi, we Asians don't neglect the young. We turn them into a workforce.
Yes.
Greetings. Yes, greetings from Malaysia.
Our man from the future, Sashi.
He has the winning lottery numbers, but he can't share them. Or else.
Kula! 30 days.
Matt Cheatwood makes a good point. This is how I should have responded. We're not mice. Our behaviors are far more dangerous.
Yeah.
Not wrong. I wish I'd thought of that statement at the time. The fact that we're not mice only means we have the capacity to recognize the behavioral patterns. We have no excuses.
Nope.
Amen. Where were you guys when I was talking to my friends? Well, now that I've killed the conversation, deleted, what have you got?
I can't speak to that study. It's the first I'm hearing of it. Sounds fascinating, though. Maybe look into it. And
I think we should start a GoFundMe,
yeah,
start our own Mousetopia.
they suck the mousey. What's
That's
Mr.
fantastic.
Jingles?
I punished them men, boss. I punished them men that did bad things.
How
I'm
old was that
tired,
mouse?
boss. I'm tired,
Oh, I'm tired.
boss. I can feel your hatred. It feels like nails in my head. You think we could get away with doing a fan film of the Green Mile?
Huh? Maybe.
Sashi, Sashi, we'll run it for you. We can do it cheaper. Yes.
Start running. You will get on that hamster wheel. You will like it.
Disney Asia, Mousetopia. Oh my fracking god. Troy Pacelli started GoFundMe to do a Mousetopia, but using the people who started Chaz.
Yeah. See how long they last.
Oh gosh.
Start
I
running, shroom.
we'll start our own leering center for GoFundMe for a
Yes.
leering center called Mousetopia. We're experiencing the behavioral sink in real time, population collapse, violence against those not in our groups, etc. No, I mean, it, at the very least, I think that we can say that it's an awfully weird coincidence that certain things are happening that that resemble the things that were happening in those experiments. Rocky 5000 and Spaceballs. The people that started Chaz, aren't they the ones against borders? Are
Yeah,
they?
I know, right?
I think
Oddly.
they are. Yeah. Oh, it would be a lot more
One
easy to be.
world, no borders. But if you come in here, we'll kill you. Hmm.
Well, yeah, here's yeah. Oh, the you've pushed the Alex Jones button. What have you done? What have you done? Um, I, I, I can understand wanting a globalist government or what have you, but having said that, why in the fracking world does anyone want a one world government that's evidently a freaking dictatorship? I don't, I cannot wrap my head around that.
I don't want a one world government. I want Starfleet.
I do too. I want the magic space dust stuff that gives us ultimate cosmic powers and warp speed and Klingons and Vulcan women in Pon Far, and I'll be in my bunk, and there it'll be. Did you guys hear about the South Korean robot? They were testing it out. It jumped off a ledge because of overwork. Asians are safe from robots taking our jobs.
Oh, jeez.
Matt Cheatwood,
Wow.
this is what cognitive dissonance looks like.
Yep.
Amen. Troy Pacelli, Mouse Utopia, give them the water that makes the frogs gay. They're making
Yeet.
the frogs gay.
Made the wrong thing.
Don't you understand? They're making the frogs. They're making the frogs gay. Troy Pacelli doesn't want Starfleet. I want the Klingon Empire.
Well,
Matt Cheatwood. Starfleet is a fascist government.
well, now.
Yeah, it is now. Yeah. And YouTube Police 29. Howdy, howdy, all hail
Yes.
and well met.
AKA
Hope you
Belt
are.
Loop. Good to see you, sir.
Oh, is that belt loop? I didn't
Hmm.
know.
Yep.
I've, I, I'm so out of it anymore. It's like, ooh, groovy. Chronic fatigue, I don't know, but I imagine it's like the bad parts of being high without having done anything to get high,
Hmm.
or at least not having done anything you know about. Matt Cheatwood, the thing is, and this is true,
Yeah.
Alex Jones was right. The pesticides were changing the sex of the frogs. YouTube police, sorry I was on this.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries.
No worries at all. Just thought I'd jump in the chat. No, you're
Yeah.
very welcome. Like I said, I don't think I know you very well, but you know what? That's okay. Hopefully, we get to know each other better. Hit the like button, and I hope
Please.
everyone that's on my part of this show likes the thumbnail. I think I've gotten Grok to reproduce Cassie more realistically. So I I know that doesn't sound like much to some of you, but to me, that's a major accomplishment. Oh yeah, sometimes people freak out when they see this channel. I maybe I shouldn't have, but I just assumed when I saw that handle that you were being facetious. But you know, if you're not being facetious, my citizen ID number is BR549, and my social credit score is -25. So,
My pronouns are shut and the fuck up. I identify as 1/23rd ostrich.
oh,
Yeah.
well, so you're not welcome in Canada.
I guess not right now, no. Which honestly wouldn't shock me, but okay.
YouTube police. I'm just a cop that's also a
Yeah.
content creator. That's okay.
Yep.
I have nothing to hide. I plead the fifth. No. Uh, oh, Matt Cheatwood. That's clever. Mine
Yes.
is THX1138. Oh, I like that, YouTube police. I decided my pronouns are El Generalissimo and El Presidente. Well, we may have to send you to Venezuela. I hear they need a new El
Yeah.
Presidente.
For the moment,
Oh,
anyway.
I know I'm a bad man. I'm a bad
Yeah.
man. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man. Now I'm descending into singing. Look what you've done to me.
No. What have we done?
I
We
think all
have
that is
gone to.
going by the wayside. I hope the worst parts of it are. Don't get me wrong. I think we've had. I don't know if I've had this talk with you, but I know I've had it with several other people. There is a good side to liberalism. There really
Oh,
is.
sure. Yeah.
I think most of us, maybe not all of us, but I think most of us have been a what I call a classical liberal at one time or another, meaning that we wanted maximum liberty for as many people as possible. We wanted freedom. We wanted people to have the right to say what they wanted to, even if we intensely disliked them. Um, we, the classical liberal was liberal in that they were happy to share of their own finances, give to the poor, give to the needy. Uh, but I think it got waylaid and replaced by something very, very different. Uh, I don't exactly know at what time. Sashi identifies as a Tibetan fox. Those are beautiful critters. I think that's a cool thing to identify as. And Matt Cheatwood is not wrong here. Venezuela has
He's
not
not.
had a democratically elected government for quite some time. And Tim is officially
Happy birthday.
44 years old. Hey, Tim, send me a super chat and I'll sing the song of your choice, and then deleted will have to be demonetized and we'll be sorry you invited me on. Matt Cheatwood is as liberal as you can get.
Mm.
And see, Matt is one that I consider a classical liberal, but he ends up saying a lot of conservative things because the liberal movement has gone BS crazy.
Yeah.
But he values liberty more than anything else. And dude, I'm with you there. I'd rather not even be alive if I can't at least have some degree
No, I mean, I
of
think
liberty.
that's absolutely correct. Is that what would you would refer to as the classical liberal does sound more like they're leaning towards the right, despite themselves, because there is this faction within that party that is just so far left of everyone that I look at it as the classical liberals have been pushed more, if not necessarily to the right, certainly to the center.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the center, I think, has been classified as far right, and it's
You know,
you
I don't
know,
get that.
and I don't understand that. I always considered myself, well, maybe I shouldn't say always, but through most of my life, I considered myself a centrist. Um, Not necessarily that I was striving to be in the center, although maybe sometimes I unfairly was, but I was really just trying to figure out the truth. And there was a time when I found the truth often to be somewhere in the middle of all the debates. And now that's not so. um, YouTube police at one point was refusing to subscribe to anybody that had that in their bio. I'm guessing you say liberal, meaning liberal or whatever. But I had somebody that started attending my live streams, showed up a few times, so I subbed. This person is a nice person. That's cool. And
Yeah,
I know some nice people who I don't want to name names because I don't want to get into that. I don't even want to sound like I'm finger pointing, but there's people who I would consider classical liberals who follow me and some who have followed me in the past, and they're wonderful people.
sure.
Um,
Yeah,
but I don't know. Times have changed. Something has changed, and I don't really know what to do about it. YouTube police, I have beliefs that are liberal. I think nearly all of us do. I have some that are conservative, and yeah, again, I think that's we may not necessarily agree on this point or the other, but I think you're right that most of us have beliefs that some would consider liberal, and most of us have beliefs that some would consider conservative. Um, and YouTube police, this is 100% right here. I can't stand it when somebody tries to tell me what to believe. I don't mind being told. See, this is where I'm coming from. When I talk about my discussions with old liberal friends, I don't mind being told what you believe, but I hate being told that I have to believe X, Y, or Z. I hate that.
hmm
I want the right to make up my own mind. I want the right to think about what you say. I want the right to be able to disagree with you and yet still coexist as an equal human being. Matt Cheatwood, with liberty, you can choose to be conservative, but with leftism, you seem modern leftism, you can't. And I'm not meaning to insert that word in there, but I think that's what you mean. But it may not be. So forgive me if I'm inserting words I shouldn't. YouTube police people should be judged by who they are, not the color of their skin or what's in their britches.
agreed.
Damn right. Damn right. YouTube, I agree with you agreeing with me. Yes. Matt Cheat, with that being said, you can still observe differences between groups of people without treating individuals as if they were the group. YouTube police, it's an interesting question, but you can't assume anything by anything other than their actions. That's true. YouTube is discussion that would take a while to talk out. I don't. Yeah, we don't have the time really. I'm great at opening up cans of worms that I can never get closed back up. And YouTube police shift is about to end. I'll be leaving soon. Well, stay safe and God bless you for your work, sir. Well, maybe I shouldn't assume
Indeed.
you're a sir, but well, who or whatever you
Pretty
are,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, God bless you. YouTube, I would be interested sometime to discuss it. See what you mean, Matt Cheatwood. Matt Cheatwood's good people, and
Cool.
he's very
Yeah.
intelligent. He's very intelligent. So let's see here. Did I have any other notes? Let's see. Breach hull, all die. Yeah, yeah.
Did you have it
Yes.
underlined?
Yeah, I did have it underlined.
It's a long way to Tipperary.
To the sweetest gal I know.
We must confound Jerry at every turn.
Hey, that's one I actually agree with. I don't know why. I don't know what Jerry did, but we must confound him at every turn.
Indeed,
Wasn't that a slang term for the Germans,
it
or am
was.
I mistaken? Okay, okay. I assumed it at the time, but I've often wondered since if it was, you know. All right. How much time do we have before Doctor Who?
We have just under 20 minutes before that program starts.
All right.
Yes.
So
To police.
I do
I
believe
do
people.
believe.
Do
Go
it.
ahead.
Do it. Go for it. Yo,
Go,
you go
go,
for it.
go,
Go.
go. No,
You
go.
go. Go. Go. Go. Go.
No, no, no.
Save
We'll read it together.
yourself.
No.
It's too late for me. Stay alive no matter what may occur. I will find you.
I will find you.
Maybe my favorite line in literature. Yes. Do you listen to Lorena McKenna?
At times, yes.
Ah, she's my favorite. If I had one wish, it would be her husband. But anyway,
All right. To please says, I do believe that people make assumptions about others because of one thing or another. Lots of people assume that if somebody's in California, they're bad people. I can tell you for sure that they are not all evil people. Even though I do keep saying, I could, yes, California may secede from the Union, uh, break off and
well,
become Muslim from property. Now,
I
I
I
do know
just
there are
want
good people.
them
There are,
to
yeah, sure.
I just want them to surrender Gavin Newsom. That's all.
Yeah.
Either that or Gavin Newsom could earn my forgiveness in a heartbeat if he would tell me the secret to having hair like his. If I could have Gavin Newsom hair, I'd forgive everything.
You'd have to comb it with buttered toast.
I, Small sacrifice, small price to pay for that. Every state, every gender, every color
Yeah.
has good and bad people. That is true. And YouTube police thought it was obvious. And that I guess that's maybe all of our problem is all of us thought that was obvious, but evidently it's not. I don't know. And sometimes these things have to be said. Thanks for pointing that out. Matt Cheatwood
Hmm.
grew up in California. Some good people there, but mostly crazy folks now.
Hmm.
And Connie Cleary says, "Run, Forrest, run." I spent an embarrassing amount of my life in retail.
Uh-huh.
I've decided that Forrest Gump would be the perfect person for retail. Forrest, go fill them shelves. Okay. Forrest, go work on that register. Okay.
Is
YouTube police
running
is
out of the
running out
room to
of room
comment.
to comment. Yes, I do that a lot.
There's several people that are from there that are good people. Yep. My neighbor is
I do.
awesome. He's from California. Yeah.
Nice. There's several people in this community, but also in Connie's community that are Californian. They're wonderful people.
Hmm.
They
Buddy
never
Devil Dogs.
once.
But go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So my buddy Devil Dog spent time there. My buddy Jerry is from there. He's good people as well. Yeah.
But we must confound Jerry at every turn.
Indeed.
Ooh, Troy Pacelli, that's a
Yeah.
controversial statement. I'm going to let Deleted read that one.
Oh, okay. So uh, they had two recalls on Gavin and decided to keep them both times. The state deserves whatever comes of that. Agreed.
I mean,
They keep voting these people back into, back in the office, and they keep electing Karen Bass, and how many times did they elect Jerry Brown, for Pete's sake?
Right on.
Yeah.
And it's okay, YouTube police. I also type fairly quickly, and sometimes I end up almost taking over a conversation without that being my intent.
Hmm.
Uh, so
Matt says we need to enforce the 14th Amendment better. Well, for everyone, not one for the rich and one for everyone else. Agreed. Yeah.
no, I
Just
agree with that
enforce the
too.
laws that are on the books, folks. That's all I'm asking.
That would be nice. It'd also be
So
nice if they'd
yeah.
pass. Oh yeah, Clowney was in the food industry for over 3 decades. I was going to say it'd also be nice if we could have laws that were like less than 1,000 pages,
Yeah.
so that we actually knew what the laws were.
To read the bill, you have to pass the bill. And I'm like, no, I don't.
No, that's not the way any of this was ever meant to be.
No,
Ever. Never apologize for excellence.
I don't.
The Excellence in Broadcasting Network. Yes, I'm revealing that there was a time. There was a time.
You were excellent once.
No, I just
Once.
listened to the Excellence in Broadcasting Network. That's all. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Jerry has a channel called Butler Family Farm. Cool.
Nice.
Oh, Kaplaw, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Glory to you and your house. He's about to go on vacation.
Yes, he is.
I don't want Speedo pics.
I no.
Oh, for the love of God.
That will not be
no.
necessary.
No. We'll be good, gorillas. We'll be good. Anything but that. Anything but that. Zuzu's pedals. Zuzu's pedals.
I'm not arguing that with you. I didn't say that. If I had said that, I would have been wrong.
I
I'm not
categorically
arguing that with
deny
you.
all charges. I did not have sex with that woman. Oh, sorry. Wait.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, YouTube. Yeah, I don't know that I'm actively avoiding political stuff. I'm just trying to be. I'm trying not to be.
Seems to happen by itself most of the time.
It does, especially yeah. I'm fascinated with the topic. I really am. Um, I wonder how the heck we get here. YouTube gets swept up on it, and sometimes I do too, for good or ill.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, and this is true too. I think most of us stay in a worse mood when we concentrate too much on it. What was that Plato, not Pluto, Pluto, the dog.
The Darth Plato quote? No.
I think I can't remember, but I think it had something to do with when good men avoid politics, bad men take over. I think. YouTube police is familiar with politics, but that and religion have been used to beat people about the head for years. Amen to that. I could talk about my ex-wife and mother-in-law on and on and on until you were all fleeing in terror. Don't care about things that divide. I don't like things that divide. I really don't. Sometimes I probably do come across as divisive, but that's never my intent. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. That's it. That's correct. Yes. It's a great quote.
We've got requests to not send Speedo pics. Do not.
Do not. Do not.
Or hi, Mark.
It. Oh, hi, Mark. I did not send Speedo pics. I did not. Oh, I may have to do a watch party of that someday.
Oh, yeah, got to.
Yeah, and you're not wrong there either,
Right.
YouTube. There's people, and it's one of the reasons why I've kind of backed off on talking about politics. Although I have a poll, um, 17% of you want me to go back to talking about politics, 25% of you want more watch parties, and 58% of you say, I like turtles. Let's do a Gamera watch party. So, yeah, that sums it all up pretty
Well,
well right there.
he's really neat.
He's
He's
made of
made of
turtle
turtle
meat.
meat. We believe in Gamera. Gamera,
Did you?
Gamera.
He's a friend to children everywhere.
Who's afraid of Gamera Turtle?
Oh, I love
Starring the
Gamera
great
Turtle.
child actor Richard Burton. The kid looks just like Richard Burton. It's amazing.
He kind of does. I
He
never
kind of
thought about it
does.
before. Gorilla's one of my
She's not
coworkers
your
tried
mother.
guilt tripping me for taking a couple weeks off. I just told him, sorry for taking my first vacation in 16 years. How selfish of me. That
Wow.
when I hear gorillas, I think selfish. And I am just teasing. That's absolutely not what I think gorillas. What I really think is, please, for the love of God, no more speedos.
All right. Well, on that note, we do have to start wrapping it up because we do have the next program getting ready to begin. So,
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, yes, episodes 3 and 4, the original Doctor Who, the true first Doctor, William Hartnell. All right.
Nice.
Yes. So, Curtis, what do you have coming up?
Well, I have no plans at the moment except to keep striving. I will endeavor to persevere. Um, for one, even though I'm recovering, my career is still kind of up in the air. So I'm either about to embark on two part-time jobs or a full-time job and a part-time job. But once I figure out what my schedule is, I am going to continue with something, even if it is just random watch parties of Gamera et al. I'm ending the poll. 58% of you want Gamera. So somehow that makes sense. I don't know why, but for some reason that all makes sense. Um, I'm hoping to maybe do something Wednesday or Thursday or
Mhm.
Friday, but I haven't quite figured out in my head just yet what it is, and I'm still a little leery because I apologize for this, but there were a couple of times when I set up streams, several times, 3 or 4 times maybe, when I set up streams, and the fatigue. This is how I figured out that I was having a bout. Basically, I did not wake up for these said streams, and that was really embarrassing. And I
Mm.
don't want to. Don't want to do that to you guys, to the community. But as I recover, and I will, it can be a fair length of time, but it's at least now that I have a little bit of an idea how to treat it, it will come to an end, and I'll get back to those 2 or 3 streams a week of something, whether it's watch parties, whether it is politics, or whether I know I've got to pick a niche and stick with it. It's part of my problem is YouTube has no idea what to do with me. But if nothing else, my last time I checked, my last video of Cassie got 5,500 views, which for my channel is pretty solid. So
Nice.
Cassie, if you don't like anything else about my channel, look at little short videos of Cassie, and you will be happy.
And joining us here right at the end, Suzanne Eckstein. Good to see you.
Meet you
Uh,
all the way, Susanna. Yeah.
we are about to turn it over to our last show in the block, which of course is Troy's watch party of episodes 3 and 4 of the original Doctor Who. Yes, cheers for
Woohoo!
Cassie. Indeed. All right. As for myself, real quick, I'm going to be joining um, Real Wade Nation and Troy off platform over on I believe it's either Discord and or Rumble. We're at 6 p.m. tomorrow, where we're going to be discussing, watching and discussing Tron Ares.
Ah,
Yeah. And let's see. I am going to be joining Troy and Netter and the gang for Members Night at the Movies. And this week's movie is Christopher Nolan's Tenet. And I will be subtitling the show Tenet Explained by an Idiot. And I will be playing the idiot. Tuesday will be the return live from Sparkwood 21. That's going to be at 8:30. Let's see, Thursday. Hopefully Action Theater. I don't know what the movie's going to be yet. That should be at about 4:30. Coming attractions later that night at 11. And sometime this weekend, Corey and I are going to try and get to our best and worst of 2025 lists. We're kind of hammering out the details of which days we're going to do those on. And I believe this Saturday, I'm going to be joining Al, Troy, and Netter for Films with Friends. And the movie is going to be Guillermo del Toro's Oscar-winning The Shape of Water.
Ooh. I've
All
not
right.
seen it, but I've heard good things. I've also heard scary things.
Yes. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Do you have any final words for the group here, Curtis?
Just hello to the incoming the PVFS. Sorry, we're coming to an end, but welcome. Good to see you, and hope that everyone has a great year. I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be challenging. It will be challenging, but I think if we can just stay positive, but like in a Demolition Man kind of way, in a Sylvester Stallone kind of way. Adrian, if I could just stay focused and keep fighting. I may not win, but we can at least make a movie. So, keep punching.
All right.
Don't
And
ding me, YouTube.
and as I always say at the end of every show, I'd like to thank everyone who joined us. Everyone on X, I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Anyone who might have been lurking in the background, quite all right. You don't have to engage with the chat just as long as you enjoy the show. Share out the stream, say hello in the comments, hit the like, all that good stuff. And as I want to thank everybody here who joined us in the very lively live chat. Hope that you enjoyed the show. We're going to go ahead and do a hard out so we can send you over to Troy for Doctor Who. So from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.